Championship as we head to this incredible event, Julian. We've waited a long time to come out here to the Azores because of the COVID situation that we had last year, but it's great to see things getting back to normal. And what a way to start the rally this evening, to have the qualifying stage this afternoon and then come down here for road picking this evening. But Julian, it's great to see you out here as well.
Yeah, it is. Here we've got road picking and then we've got the press conference, but before we get started with the road picking, we've got John Baptist Lay. I was going to say John Baptist Franceschi, but he's somewhere over there. John Baptist Lay from Eurosport Events, and Rui Moniz, the chairman of the organising committee. And you guys have got a presentation or something to say, I think.
Hello everybody, it's welcome in first place. It's a real pleasure to finally host you during the 55th edition of AZORES Rally. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do on the organizing side. So good luck to everybody and have a fantastic event. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to all. It's a real pleasure to be back in Azores. It was very challenging for the Grupo Deportivo Comercial to save the date over the last 2 years. We are very happy to be back here. Azores is an incredible rally, and I'm sure that all of you will offer us a very fantastic show during the weekend. Thank you to all of you guys to are here this weekend and to be back in Azores for the competition. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And without too much waste of time, we will come on to our road positions. Thank you very much, Rui and JB. First up is the quickest. Yes, if you want. You can stay there if you want with the drivers, but if you want to be in the big limelight. But first up, fastest through, and we're going to get the drivers to come individually onto the stage. Chris will ask them a quick question off the stage, pick their road position, and get their gift. But the fastest car through, considerably faster than anybody else, was formerly named Russian Rocket, Alexei Lukyanuk. Yeah, that's you. You make your way up. You're going to get to pick first.
Alexei, it's great to see you back on the ERC. We missed you in Barham, but you seem very happy. Good spirits at the end of the qualifying stage and fastest.
It's true. It's true. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Very nice and pleasant as always. So really anxious to start the rally. The qualify was fantastic. It's so enjoyable. I love these roads. So hopefully we can do a good show in the rally.
Okay, good. Well, you've got a whole load of empty spaces there. Please go down and choose your starting position for tomorrow. Where are you going?
Too much. What would you advise to me?
I think it's really difficult with so many numbers. When there was only like 15, it was a little bit simpler, but that many numbers, I think it's quite a difficult one to pick. So he's been given his name. And where are we going to go? 21st on the road for Alexei Lukyanuk.
Okay.
Next up, second quickest, Norway's Andreas Mikkelsen, driving for Talksport. You come up here. You've got your gift, Alexei. We will see you later on. What are you doing down there, Chris?
I don't know.
I'll interview Andreas. I'll interview Andreas. Andreas, obviously, championship leader, back in the Azores, an event you've done before, you've won before. Looking forward to it?
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to it, but it's many years since I was here, so I don't remember too much from the stages, to be honest, and they're very similar year after year, so it will be a big fight, and we'll do our best this weekend.
Okay, over to the board. Pick your position.
Andreas last winning this in 2012, so it was a long time ago. Where are you off to? So 22nd on the road for Andreas.
That's it. So 21st for Lukyanuk, 22nd for Andreas. Next up, car number 9, Johan Bernardo. A great performance by Johan in the qualifying stage. Get a quick word with him. as he comes up. Johan, obviously first time here, but what have you made of it? Happy with the performance in qualifying?
Yeah, very happy, a bit surprised, but this rally is really beautiful. The island is incredible, beautiful. So we will discover all the rally, but we are happy, and I think the rally will be difficult for us, but we will take a lot of pleasure.
Okay, take your pick. Yeah, if we could just have a little bit of quiet in the audience, just respect for the people who have been interviewed, that'd be great. Thank you. Johan picks 23rd. Chris, next up, car number 2, Mikko Marcek. 4th fastest through. Here comes Mikko. See, once they follow your leader. Follow your leader. He's taller than you ever realise in the car. I didn't realise you're quite so tall, but Mikko, obviously, again, another first timer here. Happy with it?
Yeah, of course, it will be a great experience, but we should be very focused because this rally is tough for the debutants, as I saw in the results. But I hope we will be on the finish line, and if we will be on the finish line without big problems, probably the result will be good.
Thank you very much. Take your pick.
Okay, Mikko. So choosing to be last on the road, 25th on the road for tomorrow on the opening day of Rally Azores, Mikko Marcek.
Okay, so 25th for Mikko Marcek. Next up, 5th fastest was Norbert Herzig. A couple of good runs in the previous 2 rounds. Norbert, if you make your way up onto the stage. And again, if we could just hush the chit-chatter. I know it's exciting watching where they're going to pick, but we just want to hear from the drivers. Norbert, obviously, a good couple of rallies coming in the past. What is the plans this weekend?
Until this time, the race is absolutely okay for us. I made a little mistake in the qualifying, but it's not a problem because we 25 racer can choose the start position, so everything okay. We are here the 3rd times, and fortunately we have a quite good pace note, and I hope that we will be able to push a lot in the whole weekend.
Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, if we just keep everything down a little bit for a bit of respect, because when you come up, you want people to hear what you're saying, so just keep the chatter to a minute. Oh, Norby was going for number 1 there, wasn't he?
So 24th on the road for Norbert Herzig, Hungary's finest.
Okay, next up, 6th quickest, car number 6. New overalls for him this weekend, Dani Sordo. Spanish driver, Portuguese island, relatively close. Danny, you look good in red. You like that?
Good, thank you. You look also nice in blue.
Thank you. I always wear blue, so it's nothing new. But thoughts of the island and everything coming here?
Yeah, honestly, it's really nice. Really demanding roads. They are very beautiful. Looks beautiful for drive in the recce, but I think they will be very complicated for the rally. Many corners and narrow places and very slippery. But I will try to enjoy as much as possible.
Road picking, you've not done that for a long time. Do you remember what to do?
I like number 6, but no.
I go and let you pick.
No, I think this is quite far. I don't know if it will be different between, honestly, 50 and 25, 15 or 25, but yeah, I will go in the back also, so I will take like 20.
Okay, he's already told us what he's taking. He's taking number 20.
There's no need for me to ask you, Danny. Take your number and, opening the road. So 20th on the road tomorrow. Julian Porter is Dani Sordo.
That's it. Next up, 7th quickest was Neil Solons. Neil's on his way up. A lot of people, amazingly, first time here, but loving it. Neil, obviously, a different type of road picking here, 25 cars rather than your normal 15, because you've come victim of that in the past, haven't you? So this is much better.
Yeah, it happened to us on Poland and on Letonia, so we are lucky now we can start on 19, but let's see if tomorrow there is rain or something like that. It will be quite difficult, but for sure we have to choose as much as we can.
I don't want it to rain, so let's pick for dry conditions, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
So I get a feeling where everyone's going to go now then, Julian, a bit of a processional order as we come down to the guys.
I think it could be a bit follow my leader. Neil Solon's going 19th. 8th fastest through the qualifying stage. Car number 3, Efren Lorena. Get a quick word with a friend before he goes and makes his pick. Hello. Thank you. I was wondering what that was there. A friend. Nice to see you out of the car and everything, but obviously not been here in a four-wheel drive car before. How much different is it from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive for people who don't know?
Too much. But for sure we know the stage, so it's really good for us. It's completely different with the full-wheel drive, but we will try to do our best and try to fight for the top 5.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to Chris with the board.
Okay, so we've got 18 spaces left. Are you going to do something?
Broken. I always break everything, but obviously Bahrain was a brilliant performance, unbelievable weekend there for you. What have you learned from there that you can bring now for the rest of the season? Don't crash on the last stage. Okay, that's fair enough. Go on.
You need to learn everything from your mistakes, and I did a mistake. I take from that the best, and now we are here, fully focused for Azores.
Position.
Such a strong drive for him in the Czech Republic the other week, and apart from crashing on the final stage, showing great maturity for Eric Seiss. 17th on the road tomorrow. Takes his gift and on he goes.
Okay, next up, 10th quickest through. Umberto Scandola from Italy in his Hyundai. Oh, here he is. Not in overalls. No wonder I was looking in the wrong place, me. Umberto, obviously a beautiful island. You missed the previous round. How's everything going along?
So we are very happy to be here the first time, and it's a beautiful rally for me. So we see tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to Chris.
Have a feeling where Umberto is going to go here, with 16 spaces left on the board here to open the 55th running of Rally Azores, and 16th on the road tomorrow morning. It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be great. 11th fastest, Ruben Rodriguez, car number 16. Ruben on his way up. Ruben, obviously Portuguese round. What are your thoughts for the weekend?
In Portuguese speak, okay. Sim, vamos a partir do 15º lugar, especialmente corremos bem, qualificação, agora prontos para amanhã.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have a feeling I know where he's going to go, but Ruben,
yeah.
Please.
I was hoping we would have a little bit of a mix around. Obviously, Alexei went for a bit of a mix around, you know, not quite at the end, but Ruben going 15th. Next up, car number 10, he was 12th fastest. Small little issues today, but Ricardo Mora did complete the qualifying stage. I always relive the story of Ricardo Mora coming to the end of the qualifying stage backwards. It's the only ever time that's ever happened to me at a stop line, someone reversing in. And it was this man a few years ago. But Ricardo, obviously some car issues in the free practice. But coming back again, how good is it?
It's very nice. It's amazing to be a part of this fantastic rally with these great stages. Obviously, I know them very well. I'm quite happy to be here and fight with some of the best drivers in Europe and some of them on the WRC. Of course, I'm just doing one rally, 2 per year, so my ambitions here are a bit different, but I will still push to my maximum and stay focused and try to be on the finish and somehow give some show to the local people and be a part of this big festivity, which is Rally Azores is something bigger than a sport event for our people.
That's great, thank you very much. You can go and pick your row position with Chris.
Okay then, Ricardo. Is he going to mix it up? 13th on the road, so slightly out of order, Julian. Unlucky for some, Ricardo.
Well, he obviously thinks it's lucky for him. Let's see what happens next, because 13th fastest was car number 12, Luis Rigo.
It's a long walk up there.
I say a bit of a change. Lewis, nice to see you back again. How are you? All good and all ready for the weekend?
Yes, I'm okay. It's amazing to be back to this big event, and I have to give my congratulations to all the members of the organization. They did a very good job, and it was a big effort to bring this event to the road. So I think all of them did a good job. So now it's time to enjoy this big event.
It is time to enjoy it. You can go and pick your road position.
th on the road for Lewis.
Okay, so 14th, as you said there, Chris. Next up, who was 14th quickest, is Pedro Antunes. Seen him before in two-wheel drive cars in ERC3 and ERC3 Juniors, now in a four-wheel drive car. Get a quick word with him. Pedro, obviously a big learning curve this weekend. What are your hopes?
Yeah, we'll only trying to be as fast as we can and try to be even good in the next stage, and just that.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to Chris with the road picking.
Okay, so 12 spaces left on the board to open the road tomorrow. I'm going for 12th on the road for Antunes.
Okay, next up, car 17, all the way from Mexico. I think wins the prize for the furthest travel to this event. Benito Guerra. Benito, it's been a long while since we saw each other, but great to see you back. Happy to be back in a rally car?
Yes, very happy after 1.5 years being in my home. I'm really happy to come back, and for the first time in the ERC, first time in Azores as well, so I'm really happy to be here with all of you guys.
That's great. Over to Chris at the road picking board.
At the road picking board. So 11 spaces best left on the board. Are you going to mix it up and surprise us with something for tomorrow? Yeah, opening. So that's 11th on the road.
11th on the road for Benito Guerra. Next up, 16th fastest was Javier Pardo in the Suzuki Swift. Quickest of our ERC2 category cars. We'll see what Javier's had. He's had a successful season. Javier, beautiful roads, lovely car. Happy?
Yeah, of course. Really nice rally, beautiful stage, but very difficult. Tomorrow I will push, but without mistakes and any risk.
Okay, your next challenge is to pick a road position.
So down the long walk to the board. And 10th on the road.
Okay, next up is teammate Johan Viñez, who was just behind his teammate, the younger driver, just pipping the older driver. Lots of experience here. Johan, obviously road picking, but beautiful event. Lovely country, lovely island. What do you make of it?
Yes, it's the first time for us here and from the team. And I hope there are good rally for us, for the team, and good points for the championship.
We hope the same as well. Good luck, and over to Chris now.
Okay, so 9 spaces left on the board, Julian. It's a tough call. Where are you going to go, Javier? 9th. Thank you. It's easy.
So he picks 9th on the road. Next up, 19th fastest, Rafael Botello, who is on his way here. Bit of a dream for him this weekend, doing the event. Get a quick word with him. Big smile under that mask, I can tell just from your eyes already, but what are the thoughts and hopes and targets?
It's a big smile because for me it's a pleasure and like a dream come true to do my home event in an R5 car. So my main goal is tomorrow enjoy on Saturday, have a good rally and hope everything went well.
That's what we hope as well. Now you can go and pick your road position with Chris.
So 8 spaces left on the board then. Taking his name and 8th it is, so 7 spaces left after this.
So Rafael goes 8th on the road for tomorrow. Next up, 20th quickest, car number 15, Luis Villarino. Oh, there he is. I thought there was someone moving there, and I was looking over there. I was looking in the wrong place. No, it's you. It is you. Lewis, obviously we've seen you most of the season this year in ERC. Happy with the progress you're making?
Yeah, I am happy because this year in all the rallies is the first time for me, for the team, and I'm very important. I'm proud of a little in cada rally. No? Now in Azores the first time, the fantastic island, and we are prepared for to start.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to the road picking.
Okay, so over at the road picking board, 7 spaces left for you to choose. And opening. Oh, someone needs to open the road tomorrow. And,
someone does need to open the road, but I don't think it'll be the next few. I've got a feeling because Lewis has gone 7th on the road. Next up, 21st fastest in his Skoda. Co-driver from the island, Alonso Montero, is on his way. Portuguese driver as well, so it's all kind of at home. The team's Portuguese and everything. So the board is over there, but how good does it feel to be back rallying on the island and being in Portugal?
Oh, it's amazing. First of all, because it's the rally of my co-driver. He's from here, so I'm very happy. I hope that tomorrow rains, so everyone going to be surprised. A little bit surprised why these guys choose to start so on the back. So let's see that. I hope that rains tomorrow, so my road position will be the best.
That's good. I hope it doesn't rain, but that's my choice, not your choice. Obviously, you've got a far tougher job than I have, or we have.
I've quickly pulled up the weather app here, Julian, to see if it is whether we need the wet setup for tomorrow. 6 on the road for Alonso.
Do we need the wet setup?
It's 17% chance of showers tomorrow.
17.
Yeah. In
okay,
Ponce
we're going to be quite good on our setup. Next up, in the Rally 2 category, ERC 1, category, Bruno Amaral. Get a quick word with Bruno.
No speaking.
It's okay, Portuguese is fine, but all good?
Good. Eu vou concretizar sonho de criança, vai ser o meu primeiro rally do ERC de R5 e a minha cara é divertir-me, por isso a posição é indiferente.
Okay, if you make your way over to Chris with the road picking. I think it is a case of follow my leader, isn't it? It is there because we've gone 5th on the road for Bruno. Next up, Rachele Somaschini is on the way. We saw Rachele in Rome, or Roma, Rally di Roma Capitale. Rachele, how are you doing? All good?
Yeah, all good. Ladies first, I think, but tomorrow will be a long day. First time for me here in Azores, and first time for me in that part of the race. So we will see.
We saw your press release and everything about it's a dream come true to come here. You've done the recce, you've seen the island. What are you thinking of it now?
And I think that I want to stay here, but I will stay today.
Because I want to stay here as well. It's brilliant.
2 days more.
Yeah. We do 2 days more.
Perfect. Maybe first the race.
we do the rally. You've got 4 positions to pick. Let's see where Rachele picks.
So Rachele going 4th on the road. So with 3, thank you very much, Rachele. There's your gift on the way back from the Azores. After this, Julian, of course, we've got the press conference. We've got 3 more drivers left to come up, and then we've got the press conference. So we need all the drivers back who are competing.
Yes, the ones who are in the press conference, you know who you are, so you need to just stay around. Next up, and Dmitry Feofanov, who is due up next, had a spin in the qualifying stage. Dimitri's there, I can see him coming. I'm not sure if the other 2 are here because they actually didn't start qualifying, so I'm not sure if they're here. There's so many people there, I can't work out if they're in. But whether Adrian and Victor are in. Dimitri, obviously qualifying, a little spin, difficult, but what do you think of the rally?
Rally should be difficult as well. Really, the stage for qualifying was not difficult. We had a good start, but yes, spin and a small mistake made us on this not very expected position. So we do our best tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
Go on then, Dimitri, with 3 spaces left on that board. It's going to be a tough task because the roads won't be completely clean when you get there to be third on the road tomorrow. But Dimitri in the Suzuki, third tomorrow on the road, Julian.
That's good. Now, is Adrian or Victor here? I'm not sure if they're here because I was told they weren't coming because they didn't compete in the stage. So I don't see Adrian or Victor. Okay, I don't see them here. So basically that is our road picking done. How they decide who goes first and second, I'm not quite sure, but it's like an auction. Adrian, Victor, are you here? Do you want to take a shot? Okay, they are not here. So that concludes our road picking for the 55th Azores Rally. If you bear with us, me and Chris are going to chat for a couple of minutes about what goes on and things like that whilst we get ready for the press conference. There is 2 sections to the press conference, 3 drivers. We get rid of the first 3 drivers and the second 3 drivers come in. And we'll continue to stream that live. But first of all, we're going to go over to Chris while we build the set for the press conference.
So back on this island, it's absolutely incredible to be back here. As I said when we opened road picking this evening, that we missed coming to the Azores last year, but for the 55th running of the Azores Rally, it's great for the FIA European Rally Championship to be back. And great for the competition to fight it out on this volcanic island. It's an adventure for everybody who comes out here to the Azores every year. And every driver that competes in the ERC here in the Azores absolutely loves it. And it's probably on the bucket list for pretty much everyone to complete. But also on the recce, you know, when we've been driving around and having a look, it's just an incredible island with you know, the volcano stage is just so stunning. Yesterday we were driving around it and it is just mirror perfect at the bottom there. And we're wrapping up the rally this year, spinning the day 1 and day 2 format on its head for the 2021 edition. And we're actually finishing around the volcano on Saturday afternoon, which is something we've wanted to see for quite some time, rather than finishing in Tronqueira where we have done. But Tronqueira is up tomorrow. It's a tough stage and it's going to be an incredible event from start to finish. You can follow us all weekend on our social media outlets, on ERC Radio, and of course across all the platforms, and you can follow the live coverage on YouTube and Facebook. But we're setting up for the press conference. We're just waiting for the drivers to arrive here. But at the moment, it looks like Dimitri Viafanov is opening the road tomorrow in the Suzuki. Fastest in the qualifying stage is Alexei Lukyanuk, who is starting further back. He's going 21st on the road. Andreas Mikkelsen behind him by 2 minutes on 22nd on the road. Mikkelsen was last here when he won this rally in 2012, and that was the IRC days before we switched the format at Eurosport events to the FIA European Rally Championship. So it's going to be hard-fought battle. Mikkelsen leading the championship at the moment as we head into the Azores. Last time out we were in the Barham Czech Rally Zlin in the Czech Republic just 2 weekends ago on tarmac, but switching to gravel for this weekend is going to be unbelievable. And you know, as I say, those rooster tails of dust out there in the gravel stages on this volcanic island are going to be something to watch tomorrow, as long as the rain doesn't come, and it does come here hard in the Atlantic Ocean. But we've got our drivers, Danny Sordo, Andreas Mikkelsen is here, Julian is setting up on the stage, and of course Erik Seiss, who showed everyone just how strong his drive could be in Barham just a few weeks ago when heading into the final stage. He was on top to win the event, to rip up the history books, and to win on his home soil in his backyard. But unfortunately it all went very, very wrong on that final stage, handing it to Jan Kopecky, who took that overall win. But joining us on the stage this evening is Erik Seiss, who is back and a little bit mature after that small mistake just a few weekends ago. And Andreas Mikkelsen and Danny Sordo, they're all getting microphoned up with Julian on the stage just over in front of me. And we'll cross over there now. I think they're all mic'd up and good to go, Julian.
Yeah, they look properly mic'd up and everything, don't they? And they've got these little things on. They look quite happy. It's quite warm out there. I think there's a little bit of a sweat on, so we'll get ourselves away. Erik Seiss, Andreas Mikkelsen, and Danny Sordo. We'll start with the youngest first and the furthest away from me. Yeah, I think it is that order, isn't it, Andreas? It is that way. Yeah, that's why we've planned it. But obviously, Erik, we had a quick chat with you there before the road picking. You come here for the second time, first time in an R5 car, last time in here. But what experience can you take from what you've learned all season here in the ERC in 2021 in the R5 car?
I think pretty much everything, because all the races you are doing, then you are reaching more and more experience. So I will try to do my best to reach all the experience what I did this year, to be fast here. But for sure, this is something special, this island. The stage is also, you need to find a good grip and a really good rhythm. And that's a bit difficult for the first year with R5, but I will try my best.
Obviously, it's been a learning curve all the way along. I mean, I know we want to keep talking about what happened 2 weeks ago in Barham, because it was such an outstanding performance. It was incredible. Yeah, it was half a stage short, but it was still... What has it done for you as in recognition, as in confidence, of being able to match and then beat the likes of Andreas Mikkelsen and Jan Kopecky?
It was something incredible on Barham. I think we showed the potential of the car, of the Fiesta, also of us on Barham. For sure, I did a mistake because I don't have so much experience to go the last stage by leader of the rally. So I need to get more experience of it, and hopefully it will come.
A question in from Rainer Kuhn, one of our journalists around in the European Rally Championship. You've done this rally in R2 and R5. What would you say is the things that what is more tricky to drive here, the Rally 4 car or the Rally 2 car?
For sure, Rally 2 car, the R5, because it's much faster. And what I saw on free practice and the qualifying stage, it's completely different compared to Rally 4 car, because Rally 4 car is front-wheel drive, and the style here is a bit different. So it will be really challenging to try to be fast in a Rally 2 car, but like I said, I will try to do my best.
Okay, we'll move along to Andreas Mikkelsen. Andreas obviously coming here for the first time in 10 years, I think, if I'm right. Nine, let's get 9
Almost.
years. Long time ago, though. A lot of water has passed under the bridge in that time. What are your memories of it 9 years ago, when you came here during IRC days?
I remember it as being one of my favorite rallies at the time. And then I came back on the recce now because a lot of the stages are similar. But now I find it really difficult. Maybe I was young and unscared at that time.
It is quite scary when you drive around. But, I mean, obviously, yes, you're a little bit older, wiser, a little bit more scared maybe. But obviously your driving style, your pace notes, have you made completely new pace notes?
Yes, to be honest, I didn't even look at my pace notes from the previous years or in 2012. I probably have them somewhere, but I made new ones. But I couldn't really. I couldn't recognize some places, but yeah, a lot of it felt new. So even though I know it's the same type of stages and same roads, I was really struggling to remember the roads from that time. So that will be it will be a challenge for me this weekend, because you know, these rallies, these guys are driving the last years. They know it very well. So sometimes I feel that ERC is more difficult to try to win than WRC2 in a way, because you're not familiar with the rallies anymore.
Obviously, new co-driver in the previous rally you did in Greece. Elliot is back in for this weekend. How is that partnership gelling?
It's going really well. It started really well. We did 2 days of testing with Pirelli in Sardinia the week before Greece, and we decided, okay, let's just go with it. Let's take the risk, go to Greece. Even though it's English pace notes, it's a little bit new for me to hear that. But it was working really well. And so we just have to build on from Greece on this rally.
A question for you as well from Rainer. Maybe you've already kind of touched on it, but how big and important is those 3 outings you've had here before, even though they were a long time ago?
Well, in 2010 I hit cows, so better stay away from the cows. This I remember. The second year we were second. Big fight with Juho. Same as well in 2012. Big fight with Juho. But I remember just being flat out from the beginning to the end. So it's, I'm sure it's the same now with the drivers we have entering this rally, with the likes of Danny and Eric and Alexei. the pace will be high. So it's really important to trust the pace notes. Let's see how the weather will be, but that this will be very, very difficult to know on this island, I remember. It's changing all the time. So let's see, hopefully we'll be lucky with the tire choices.
Okay, Danny, I'll come to you. I'm going to start with Rainer Kuhn's question because it basically was my idea to ask as well, so rather than asking it twice. But what's your opinion about the roads and the stage around the volcano, the one that everybody talks about? Even if you've never been to this rally, everyone's heard about the Azores Rally and that certain stage set in Zadades.
Honestly, the stages are amazing, and especially the stage. Yeah, you drive there with the car, but you stop sometimes to check the size and to make a picture because it's amazing. No, I think you get like impressed for the road, and they are really demanding. They are really difficult, but at the same time they are amazing to see, and all the place, the island in general is so nice.
Obviously, drafted into the MRF Tyres team. Your experience from the World Rally Championship, what is the is there a program, and what can you bring to this whole project?
I don't know. I will try to give another point of view, to try to develop it even more the tires, and to make a good work in the tires, in the car, and all. And I don't know. We will do like a few rallies to get a little bit more experience and information.
Yeah, you said you're going to do some more rallies, because I'm sure I've seen an entry list today for FAF.
Yeah, the plan was to do 2 rallies. So.
Okay, that's good. What would you say are the targets? Obviously, you, Andreas, Eric, Alexi looking at. What would you say would be a satisfying weekend, resulted on the end of Saturday?
I don't know. Of course, the pace here is really high, and the drivers are really high, like Andrea say. If you check these names, and also you see the speed already in the qualifying. You see the people don't come here to play, you know. So they want to win, and they are playing hard. So I think it will be difficult to make a good result, but we are here for that, to try to be at much top as possible. Of course, we have a little bit less experience with the car and blah blah blah, but we want to do the good result. We want to do our best with the pace we have, and with the car, with the tires and all, and to enjoy it. But of course, it will be difficult. Like Andrea say, we need to be flat out from the beginning. The tire choices, they will be difficult because some places are a little bit muddy, other places are a little bit more rough, other places are soft. So it's demanding roads.
Obviously, yourself, a co-driver change on the previous rally. How is that coming along?
Yeah, he's very good. He's doing very well. Now, obviously, he's a little bit tired because he come from Greece, and he have many things in the head at the same time. So it's the second rally in the 2 weeks, with many pressure, many things around, many new things for him. But honestly, he's putting a lot of effort, and he's doing very well. But it was not easy rallies for the new co-drivers, because Greece also was difficult, and you arrive here and you have corner and corner and corner and corner. It's quite demanding also for the pace notes. You need to announce the pace notes really well in the precise time, because many corners same. It's not easy also for co-driver, but he's doing very well.
Okay, I've got a question just before we go, Andreas. I've just had an anonymous question in. The final round of the European Rally Championship Canaries now is on the same, well, not now. Monza WRC has been put onto the final round of same weekend as Canaries. What do you do?
Our plan was always to do Monza. That was our plan, but like you say, the calendars are now clashing because Monza has been moved. So we haven't decided fully yet what we will do. I have to discuss it with the team after this rally.
Okay, thank you very much. Eric Seis, Andres Mikkelsen, Danny Sordo, just watch when you get up, because you're connected to something. I don't know whether they need some help to... I'm not sure. You get up and everything would fall to pieces maybe, I'm not sure. But our next drivers are here. You can leave because they're already mic'd up. So I think you're clear to go. Danny's obviously used to being using those. Thank you very much, Danny, Andreas and Eric. Thank you. Our next drivers are in, and we have got Pedro Achunes, Ricardo Mora, and oh, Alexei looking. I thought he was in his overalls before. Were you in your overalls before? Yeah. I'm looking for someone in overalls, and I'm thinking, where's he gone? But he's got changed. Everyone's got changed in that time. So, what? Danny's mask.
Danny, come back. Sorry.
Sell that on eBay. You get a lot of money for that. Lots of people will buy that. The good idea. Yeah, you keep that. We send him a text, and he'll discover he's not got it on when he goes outside. But we'll start at the far end like we did before. Ricardo Mora. Ricardo, great for us to be back in the Azores. I don't suspect you've really left the Azores since the pandemic started, but just give us an insight to how important this rally is to the island, to the region, and what are your thoughts and targets moving forward this weekend? Oh, hang about. Got a timeout over there on the left-hand side. Maybe because it was in his pocket. Okay, Ricardo, over to you.
So, this event is very important to the Azorean people, and for the organizers, they did a big effort to put this rally on the road.
We'll give him a microphone. They've come to collect Danny's mask, Alexei. Alexei, we have Danny's mask.
Yes, okay.
What?
So it's, as I was saying, it's very important to the Azorean people, and also the organizers made a big effort to put this rally on the road, not once, not twice, but even more. And so I think the people are really excited to have the ERC back. It's, I think everyone agrees that this is the biggest sports event, or even the biggest event in the Azores Islands. So it's, for me, it's quite impressive, and I'm very excited to be again in this rally and to be a part of this big event. It's something really special.
You keep coming back year after year. Obviously, a different car again this weekend. You had some problems in the free practice. Just explain to us what exactly happened. And do you know more now of what happened?
Yes, it's a different car. I'm just doing 1-2 rallies per year, so my rhythm is completely different than in previous editions. So the ambitions are in the result are also different. So in the free practice we started, and then something on the dash came and say stop with low oil pressure, a red light. So I was thinking, oh, the engine or something. So we stopped and tried to understand what was happening. No oil leak, no noise on the engine, so we managed to keep it going. But then it was a mess with the sensors, the gear shift, the shifts were not changing and everything. So we started the qualifying, without knowing if it was going to work. But then it starts working more or less well, not in perfect condition, but enough to do an acceptable time. So it's okay for us.
Okay, we'll move across to Pedro, and we'll get a quick word with him. Obviously, Pedro, we've seen you, as we touched on earlier, in the ERC3 category and things like that. Moving up, how challenging is it moving up to the ERC1 category?
Well, it's very challenging for me. I see it as a great opportunity to be here in a great event with the team Play Racing. I'm just now trying to know the car well. I know more or less well the stages, but the car I don't know, so I will try to be better from stage to stage.
What do you think, coming here, obviously in different car and everything, what is the biggest challenge? Which stages, we all know about the Sete Cidades, but how demanding are these stages in any car?
Well, they are all demanding stages, as you said. They change a lot during the stages. So for the driver, you have to be, I think, very focused and try not to make any mistakes. For me, obviously, the Sete Cidades, it's the most difficult, but I think the most enjoyable too.
Okay, we're going to come back to both of you for a Portuguese answer, but we'll do Alexi Lukanuk first of all. Alexi, obviously, you've been here, done it, got the T-shirt, and done everything else in between. It is an amazing event. It's an event that you absolutely love. What is it like out there?
It's just so nice feeling when you understand that next rally is Azores and you're going to have a long travel, like 2 days, because we fly from St. Petersburg to Moscow, from Moscow to Lisbon, have a night in Lisbon and then fly to Azores, so it's a long way, but you, with this, like, go deeper into the atmosphere and you anticipate a lot the feeling when you make your step out of the plane to this island, smell the air, and yeah, and in the end you just feel that you are in a very calm and beautiful place. It's always nice to be back here.
As you say, you've tasted success, you've tasted the sore side of these narrow, demanding roads. What is it that, and how do you make such little errors on those narrow roads, the high banks and everything like that? It is a demanding event from a driver's point of view.
It is. Every time you look for onboards, it looks like you have no margin on the sides of the car, and once you move slightly out, you make a mistake or touch something. But it's not like that in the recce. Normally you see the road is wide enough to set it sideways and then push, and after all, some of the banks, like mostly, they are not made of stones or rocks or something, so they are like of some dirt. So sometimes it's forgiving, but normally, yeah, we manage not to touch anything. It comes natural. Once you feel the pace notes, once you feel the grip, you just pick your rhythm, and it works.
A question from Rainer Kuhn to you. Ricardo Moore answered his question from Rainer about being here and how important it was, but to you, Alexi, both you and Andreas have won here before. Where is your advantage over him, and what weather conditions do you prefer?
It's hard to say what are the advantages, because definitely he is a top world rally class driver with a strong car, with a massive experience. Of course, previous rally in Greece also should help to be on a good pace straight away. So I was thinking that maybe my experience is not completely helpful, because sometimes you see some places, oh, I had a problem here, I missed a corner here, and you start to go a bit slow, you know, because of that, because you don't want to make the same mistakes again. But when you go for the first time, or since a long break, you just don't care, you take the road more natural and without much concerns. What was the second part of
the weather? Because I want to know about the weather, because this is my setup for the weekend.
Yeah, I would prefer to have it shining to cloudy, but without pouring rain and then thunderstorms like we had in 2019, where you cannot see the road, and from the roof you have some, you know, water coming to the pace notes and things like that. Also, it's nice because you can see the surroundings. We were quite happy on the Reiki, because I think for the first time I saw Tranqueira and Graminaj stages without fog, without clouds, so the scenery is just amazing, and you say wow when you see where exactly you are going, because before you see the piece of a road like 30 meters around you and you don't have an idea, is it a rock, I mean, is it something deeper outside, or it's an ocean everywhere, so you can see it mostly of each part of the stage. Would be nice to have it during the rally, but okay, we can manage with wet conditions also. The grip here is changing, but it's not so bad in wet as in many other places, because there's no real like clay or really slippery stuff. So even in wet, it's still reasonably drivable and not so enjoyable, because you're just fighting, you know, to keep the car on the road in this water, mud and things, but still it's okay.
Okay, thank you. Ricardo, we're going to come to you. My Portuguese is virtually zero, but if you can give me a summary of your thoughts and targets and hopes for this weekend in Portuguese, please.
Esta é uma prova em que eu fico muito feliz por poder participar novamente, a participar pontualmente em alguns eventos que consiga conciliar com a minha atividade profissional. Esta é para já a segunda participação este ano e para já a única mais. Acho que é uma alegria muito grande para todas as pessoas e para o povo açoriano voltar a ter de volta o Rally dos Açores e esse grande espetáculo desportivo que nos visita anos após anos. É um orgulho enorme fazermos parte deste campeonato da Europa. Em termos de resultados, ambições diferentes, derivadas de um ritmo e de uma postura diferente no desporto automóvel. E, portanto, espero que as coisas nos corram bem e que possamos desfrutar das classificativas e no final ter o melhor resultado possível.
Thank you very much. And Pedro, and obviously the step up in car for you and your thoughts and hopes this weekend in Portuguese.
Sim, nós estamos a participar no Campeonato dos Açores pela primeira vez. Estávamos muito ansiosos por participar na prova rainha. Já tivemos a experiência anteriormente e é sempre uma prova fantástica. Estamos muito satisfeitos pela oportunidade e pela aposta da Play Racing e vamos tentar dar o nosso melhor e ir evoluindo ao longo da prova.
Thank you very much, Ricardo Moura, Pedro Tunes, Alexei Lukanek. And that concludes our road selection order and our press conference for the 55th running of the Azores Rally. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Thanks.